Hello, and welcome back to Consumer Times. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of you have requested about Indian Railways and consumers' challenges faced by passengers, whereas the Indian Railways, one of the world's largest rail networks, serves as a lifeline for millions of passengers daily. Whereas it is also backbone of Indian economy, while it is often praised for its extensive reach and affordability, passengers frequently encounter significant challenges that affect their travel experience. Issues related to hygiene, non-functional toilets, food quality, overpricing by vendors, and unresponsive complaint systems highlight the need for systemic improvements. Here, we explore these issues in detail and suggest solutions to make railway travel more consumer-friendly. Please comment, like, share, and do not forget to subscribe and press bell icon to motivate us. Hygiene remains one of the most pressing concerns for passengers. Train compartments, platforms, and waiting rooms often lack proper cleanliness. Dusty seats, stained curtains, and littered floors create an unpleasant environment. While Indian Railways has introduced mechanized cleaning and on-board housekeeping services for certain trains, these initiatives have not reached all corners of the system. Compartment cleaning is irregular, particularly in general and sleeper classes. Pest problems, rodents and cockroaches in compartments are common. Platform cleanliness. Despite efforts to improve sanitation on platforms, overcrowding and insufficient dustbins contribute to poor conditions. Increase the frequency of cleaning services on all trains and platforms. Use biodegradable waste disposal systems to encourage cleanliness among passengers. Implement stricter monitoring mechanisms to ensure accountability for housekeeping staff. Toilets on trains often become unusable, especially on long-distance journeys. Passengers regularly report issues such as clogged toilets, unpleasant odors, and lack of basic facilities like soap or tissues. Toilets frequently run out of water, making them unsanitary and difficult to use. Improper maintenance, broken taps, faulty flush systems, and dirty floors discourage use. Lack of awareness. Some passengers misuse facilities, exacerbating the problem. Equip all trains with bio-toilets, which are both eco-friendly and easier to maintain. Ensure a continuous water supply by installing water level sensors and refilling stations at major stops. Conduct awareness campaigns about using onboard facilities responsibly. Food quality on Indian Railways is a major concern. Passengers often complain about overpriced meals, poor taste, and lack of nutritional value. Vendors selling food without issuing receipts create additional problems, leaving passengers without proof of purchase or recourse in case of disputes. Food and beverages sold on trains are often priced higher than their actual value. Meals are sometimes stale, poorly cooked, or unhygienic. Packed. Unauthorized vendors. Many unlicensed vendors operate on trains, further compromising food safety. Vendors rarely provide receipts, preventing accountability and transparency. Mandate the use of digital payment systems and receipt issuance for all onboard transactions. Regularly audit food vendors for hygiene, pricing, and quality standards. Introduce vending machines with pre-packed and standardized food items to reduce dependency on vendors. Passengers on long-distance trains frequently face the issue of running out of drinking water. This becomes particularly troublesome in non-AC coaches, where refill stations or pantry cars are less accessible. Water tanks on trains are not refilled at intermediate stations as needed. Passengers have limited options to buy water at reasonable prices on board. Install water ATMs on all major trains, allowing passengers to refill bottles affordably. Ensure that water tanks are checked and refilled at designated stops during long journeys. Introduce monitoring systems to alert staff about low water levels in toilets and coaches. Indian Railways provides several avenues for passengers to register grievances, including helpline numbers and complaint books available on board. However, these systems often fail to deliver timely resolutions, leaving consumers frustrated. Many passengers report that helpline numbers listed in coaches are either unavailable or unanswered. Complaints made through digital platforms or social media sometimes lack resolution or accountability. Passengers are often unaware of their rights or how to escalate unresolved issues. Upgrade complaint handling systems to ensure faster response times. Establish a real-time feedback system for passengers to report issues and track resolutions. Train on-board staff to guide passengers on lodging complaints effectively. While Indian Railways has taken steps to improve accessibility, such as introducing braille-enabled coaches and ramps, the overall comfort of passengers, especially senior citizens and differently abled individuals, remains subpar. Overcrowding in general compartments makes travel uncomfortable for all passengers. Faulty equipment. Issues such as malfunctioning fans, broken windows, or non-functional charging points are common. The gap between train platforms and footboards poses risks, especially for elderly and disabled passengers. Increase the number of general compartments to reduce overcrowding. Regularly maintain and upgrade onboard facilities such as charging points and fans. Implement universal design principles for train stations and coaches to make them safer and more accessible. Overcrowding during peak seasons and festival times is another challenge. Passengers often find themselves unable to secure confirmed tickets or are forced to travel in overcrowded compartments. The misuse of the Tatkal system by agents often leaves genuine passengers without tickets. Unreserved travel. Overcrowding in unreserved compartments leads to discomfort and safety risks. Increase the availability of trains during peak seasons. Monitor and curb the misuse of ticket booking schemes. Introduce dynamic pricing to regulate demand and ensure fair access for all passengers. Safety remains a concern for passengers traveling at night or through remote areas. Incidents of theft, harassment, or other crimes on board trains highlight the need for improved security measures. Lack of RPF, Railway Protection Force, personnel in many trains. Dimly lit compartments and stations increase vulnerability. No emergency alerts. Limited options for passengers to report emergencies effectively. Install CCTV cameras in all coaches to monitor activities in real time. Deploy more RPF personnel, especially on long distance and night trains. Provide emergency alert buttons or apps for passengers to report incidents quickly. The Indian Railways plays a vital role in connecting the nation, but it must address these consumer grievances to enhance passenger satisfaction and trust. Hygiene, food quality, accessibility, safety, and efficient complaint handling are critical areas requiring immediate attention. By adopting modern technology, enforcing stringent monitoring, and fostering a passenger-centric approach, Indian Railways can transform travel into a more comfortable and pleasant experience. Consumers, too, must play an active role by using facilities responsibly and voicing their concerns through the proper channels. Let us hope for a future where every journey on Indian Railways is not just affordable but also safe, hygienic, and enjoyable for all passengers. Thanks a lot for being with us. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with Consumer Times.